Hey guys, so today don't mind the hair right now. I actually have been here, yeah. And it's kind of in like that nighttime style that it needs to be in. But anyway, I had on makeup and I said, well, not a lot, but I had on something and I said, no, I really want to do this video, and it's really important that, since I have the time now, let me just do it now. Alright, so many people are familiar with the MAC Face and Body Foundation. This is a bigger bottle. This is the 120 milliliter bottle. I actually really love this foundation. Now, you guys might be like, you have oily skin, what the hell are you doing with this? Because if you know about this foundation, it's kind of like an emulsion. So it is oil, it does have oil in there, but it is water based. But the way that it blends together, it's magnificent. If throughout the day it starts to separate, all you have to do is like kind of tap it and it kind of just blends back in. It's really light, it is buildable, so you can build it up to maybe a medium coverage, also depending on the powder that you use, but it is light coverage, so it's something that I could use every day and be very comfortable with using it every day. However, you can't use this just like how dry skin people would use it, because dry skin people need that extra moisture. You don't want too much dewness where your skin is totally bugging out and it's like getting all oily over the place, especially in Jamaican heat. It's fucked up. Anyway, I just want to show you the skin. So I have freckles and stuff like that, but it's not that horrible. I have some bumps and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you. So I'm going from prep to the application to the setting. So yeah, first thing I'm going to do is use Yolanda's Vanishing Cream. Alright, after that I'm going to be using, and I know you cannot tell by the container, it's actually the Graftobian. It's a Graftobian Anti-Shine HG Foundation Primer. I'm using, and shout out to Chastity Artistry, Rachel Edwards, she gave me the sample, and you literally need that much. Now, disclaimer about this, like you just put on vanishing cream, I put on it. My nose does get pretty shiny, so I usually just put it on my nose. Now I would not put it here where I put everywhere else where I put vanishing cream, because you want some of that natural oil to come through eventually, so that it doesn't look cakey throughout the day. What I realized is when I put it like here and here, the first night I did it, I really didn't like it. I was trying out this and the next item that I'm going to show you, and it really just made me look dead. It just didn't. The oils usually help with the color and how it sits on the skin. Don't put it everywhere, just put it where you really need it, so where you really get oil, so your nose, your forehead, right here. Yeah. Now I know this is a finishing spray, but it's mattifying. This is the NYX's matte finish spray, and I just put one spray. Oh shit, one spray. I'm just filling my deep purple, and then yeah, one spray, and I'm actually just putting it on my nose. And I've done this and it actually worked. You don't have to do it. These are just excessive stuff, but I'm really not about reapplying. Yeah, and all I did is just put a little bit more of the anti-shine primer. Right. In terms of primer now, I am using L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur, the Instant Skin Smoother in oil free. Okay, next I put on Milk and Magnesia. My camera cut off. I just used the Phillips number one. I never used to use this, but I decided that I still need it. Alright, now I'm going to show you how much I use. Now I'm going to use my Coastal Scents flat top kabuki brush like this. You could also use your e.l.f. Powder brush from the e.l.f. Studio line. Now first of all, there's some stuff around the cap. Yeah, it spills all the time. No, you have to shake it up so that it mixes together. I take about this much. It's very watery, can you tell? It is a water-based foundation, but it is very oily as well. And I just take it up, don't take up all it, and I dot it all around. Now the thing is, it's not like Revlon Color Stay where you have to quick to blend it in. That's not a problem here. So just blend. Yeah, so that's the first layer, and generally on a regular day I leave it like that. But some days when I want more coverage because my skin's not behaving, I will put a second layer on there. Now how do I add the second layer? Well, you can take blotting powder, blotting sheets. I just take some tissue, split it apart. I just take some tissue, split it apart. So like 2-ply tissue, you can't do it with 1-ply, just use a 1-ply. And go over my face to absorb any oil that might be that you know, the oily parts of it. It's pliable because of the oil and the water. Anyway, right, and then it's ready for its second thing. Now generally I wait a little bit between applications for the business sake. So I do a little, sorry, I do a little less. I might actually take out from the caulk and everything, and we go back in one more time, and this time focus on the areas that you need extra coverage. So now all you're going to do with the second layer is the same thing. You're going to blot it off. Blot off any oil, not blot the color of the stuff. You don't have to blot exactly under your eyes because this nice one under there has a little extra moisture, so your concealer doesn't look cakey. Yeah, so that took off any oil, and hold on, definitely go over the nose a little bit, and then alright. The next step is to let this set. So while that sets, do your concealer. So I'm gonna do my concealer and be right back. For my concealer, I'm gonna use Select Cover Up Concealer by MAC in NC45, so the same color, because usually I'm going for a natural thing anyway. So yeah, be right back. So I'm back. I've done my concealer. As you can see, I've looked so much better, like damn. Anyway, to set it, generally I use MAC Blot Press Powder. They have this in the and I use my Real Techniques powder brush. They have this in, they have it not pressed. I can't remember what you call it right now, but you don't have to buy it. It's in the pressed form. Loose, jeez. Do a quick swipe over, really, nothing too serious, and generally this just keeps. On top of that though, that's when I go in with my NYX mattifying cream. So yeah, I'm faking it right now because I'm going to do an eye tutorial right now, felt inspired, and I'm going to do some other stuff to the face. But yeah, generally that's it. You can add your bronzer, your blush, whatever else you want to add. It's all up to you. But I just wanted to show you the basics of keeping it matte. And generally when you add those little things like the vanishing cream or the anti-shine primer, and you have like a mattifying finishing spray and your blot, it will definitely prolong the wear of this, because it is a long wearing foundation, because you can actually blend it back in and you can powder over it, and it will actually not look cakey because of that, the formulation. But the blotting and stuff takes away that excess oil that doesn't really need to be there, and this will help to mattify it and keep it longer. And you can always just keep your powder brush and the pressed powder together with you. You could also set it with like a mineralized skin finish, but that's up to you. I do that sometimes. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I set with this and then I kind of bronze with my mineralized skin finish, because sometimes the mineralized skin finish, depending on how deep I want a bronzer, I can use that. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and toodaloo. Bye guys. Love you.